Welcome to yet another edition of Formula Drift Insider. I am your host, Ryan Sage. On this episode of Formula Drift Insider, we give you a rookie profile with Nick D'Alessio, and we start our new feature, Championship Interviews. Our first is with none other than series leader, Vaughn Gittin Jr. But first, Nick D'Alessio is making his maiden voyage in Formula Drift, and like most rookies in the series, the first year always comes with many stories of late nights at the track, working hard to compete with the big boys, and of course the challenge to retain a Formula Drift license.
My name is Nick D'Alessio. I've been drifting for 4 years. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I drive a 1990 Nissan Silvia. It's got a 1JZ power plant, Tomei powered internals and turbo. Love the car. It's a car I started drifting in, same chassis, just kind of advanced through the years and made it to a competitive level. We're still a little on the bottom end, but we're definitely stepping our game up and learning the series this year in our rookie year, and hopefully next year we're going to come back a lot stronger. Being a rookie in Formula Drift is it's definitely a tough first year to get through. Not a lot of people know you, so just getting your name out there, letting people know you and know what you're about. I'm coming from Pro-Am and just local grassroots events. So overall, it has come a long way. The competition is tight, and you got to have your car in line, and you got to have your mind clear for these events. The funnest part about drifting, what keeps me going, is basically the crowd that's involved. All the people involved in drifting, it's like no other motorsport. Everybody's like a big tight-knit family, and it's just letting loose, letting the car hang out, and having a good time. Why I'm running the Formula Drift Championship is mainly because I love drifting, and basically to be able to drive with the best drivers in the world, along with marketing my company, Elite JDM, and all my sponsors. Get them out there and really have fun doing it.
He is arguably the most recognizable drifter in the world. He's a former champion who found himself in a very precarious position in 2011, where he was unable to recapture the momentum that led him to 6 podiums in 7 events, a feat that has yet to be repeated. In 2012, he faltered again with untypical finishes for the first few events of the season, but then just like that, Vaughn Gittin Jr. amassed enough points to put himself in a position to attack for the lead in the series. And when the opportunity showed itself, he took 2 wins with 3 podium finishes. He now sits in first place, and with only 1 event left to go, he is in position to recapture his Formula Drift crown. This is Vaughn Gittin Jr., and this is his championship interview.
Coming off 2010 winning the championship, I was just on top of the world. And going into 2011, I had, extremely high hopes. Definitely made some mistakes and did not perform like I expected to. I'll take the blame for some of them, but there were some other issues going on around the car, and just some of the package that we brought to competition just wasn't there for us every time, especially in comparison to other guys that were out there. So it was a mixture of a bunch of things in 2011, and coming into 2012, there's no excuses. I have the equipment. I know that my car is awesome, and I'm confident that I have what it takes to win championships and go out there and be the best driver on any given weekend. It's just a matter of me showing up with my mental game and performing when it counts. So once I made the mistake in Long Beach this year, I realized that was a bad start, and it was no one's fault but my own. That mistake that I made, that's not a mistake that you make. You don't over initiate on the entry at Long Beach. I've never done it ever. So that was just an eye-opener to me. Okay, what happened? This sport is so mentally taxing, and you have to understand how to control emotions and control all the insanity going around and flip the switch and be able to perform. And I slacked on that. So I figured out some things that help me personally to get where I need to be, and that's what we're seeing come together right now. The last 2 events, everything's coming together. We had really high qualifying, which gave me some great points, and we won both events back to back. This sport is progressing so fast. I've won a championship. I've made a lot of epic accomplishments in drifting in my career. But to think that I could sit back, for anyone to think that they can sit back and not continue improving and learning is just silly. And that wasn't a conscious thought that I had, but I think that I just slacked a little bit on realizing how hard I had to continue working, and it's never going to happen again. So not only are the top 32, top 16 drivers a threat, then you have guys like Justin Pollock, Daigo Saito, Daijiro Yoshihara, Ryan Turk, who are chomping at the bit to come after me personally now because I'm in first, and they still have a really good shot at the championship because once again, it's coming down to Irwindale to lock the championship. And I know I have a target on my back. It's not the first time, and actually I kind of like the pressure. I have a huge amount of respect for all my competitors. The passion and the skill that everyone that shows up here every weekend is just something that's extremely special, and I need that competition. And I think that those guys, after the start of our season this year and where we're at right now, and how we've got this car figured out in my head right, I think they're all maybe like, damn, the guy that got 6 out of 7 podiums in 2010 and won the championship, like, he's back, and he's a threat, and I think everybody's gunning for me, and that's awesome.
All right, well, that is it for this episode of Formula Drift Insider. For a look at what is next, we turn you over to professional hot chick and Hankook tire model Danielle Lowe.
Thanks, Ryan. On the next episode of Formula Drift Insider, we'll get an outside look at the female side of FD as we interview some of the wives and girlfriends of some of our top drifters. And we'll also have another rookie profile with Danny George. As always, you can like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can also follow and like me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Till next time, see you later.